My name's Nathan Dwyer. I am married to Amanda, who's on the lead team here at the church, and we have 3 children, Ellen, who's 9, Ben, who will be 7 in a couple of days, and Molly, who's 4. When I'm not spending time with my family for a job, I'm a trial attorney here in Bellingham. I work at a law firm where I have a few partners, and I spend most of my time helping individuals who've been either injured in an accident or hurt on the job, try and navigate all the complexities of those insurance systems. Two of my interests and hobbies are traveling and going to sporting events, and so I often combine the two. Lately I've taken some trips to watch car races. I've been to the Olympics a few times, and so anytime the family can use a vacation as a time to attend a sporting event, we try and take advantage of that. Other than that, this past year I completed a short triathlon, and during COVID I taught myself how to record and produce and publish a parenting podcast. There are several significant people who have come into my life along my spiritual journey. I first think back to attending church as a child. I had a pastor, Pastor Rex, who sort of embodied what I thought a pastor should be. He was so kind and loving and helpful. Then I fell out of going to church for a number of years, but in college I was randomly assigned a roommate who was studying to be a pastor. And so he brought me back into the mix, and I started attending a campus Lutheran student group and continued my journey throughout my college years. And just watching his dedication to his faith and knowing so sincerely that that's how he wanted to spend the rest of his life serving people really left an impression. And then again, I sort of drifted away, but when I met Amanda, she was attending a church, and so I sort of continued my journey alongside her, and then we started attending BCC together in 2007 and sort of have walked alongside each other as we've grown in our faith and made that a part of our life together. One important thing I've learned about my faith this past year is that community is really important. During COVID, it was hard to sort of get into the rhythm of worship and focusing on my faith. And I was super appreciative of what the staff and lead team did with the cautious approach to being back in person. But since we've been back in person, both here on Sundays and in our small groups, I've really found that my experience with my faith has been more vivid, add a little more color to things. And so as an extrovert myself, I've really learned that having other people around has made that experience more fulfilling. One thing I wonder about in regards to the Bible is, with the Adam and Eve story, how did we really all descend from 2 people? There seems to be a little bit of something we gloss over about how those first few generations worked that out. And I'm sure God got creative and had a plan, but I'd really be interested to know how that really worked. The way my faith plays out in my vocation is really twofold. I happen to work in a profession that the public doesn't have a lot of trust in, and so I do my best to do my job with integrity, kindness, and love. There are a lot of lawyers who are very adversarial, and I do my best to try and kill them with kindness and take the high road. And the second way is we operate our business in a way that allows people who might not have access to legal services to hire an attorney, in that we don't charge them by the hour, but simply charge them by the outcome we obtain. And so really there's an underrepresented population with access to lawyers to help them through some of the things that life has thrown at them. My involvement with the Interfaith Coalition of Whatcom County started several years ago. I was first assigned the task to help with the holiday gift drive, and then I became our church's representative to Interfaith. And then about 5 years ago, I joined the board of directors, and I'm currently serving as the vice president. Interfaith is the nonprofit that I choose to give a lot of my time and resources to, because I really value the model of close to 50 churches, synagogues, faith communities across the county working together to try and tackle homelessness and poverty in Whatcom County. And it's pretty amazing that when 50 congregations come together, the sorts of things that you can do. In the past year, there are about 570 different volunteers who helped with interfaith programs. They gathered 2,500 coats to distribute. They housed families in a variety of housing situations. And so really that picture of people who may have some differences in their theology, but are both committing together to serving our community and those who are vulnerable, is really one that touches my heart.